PNF, everything's about diagonals. And so we have a diagonal going straight through her body if we're doing upper arm. We can look at diagonal straight through like her lower body if we're doing legs. So, with her upper body, what's D1 flexion starting position? It's shoulder internal, external rotation. Internal rotation. Okay, good. Finger flexion or extension? We're going to go into flexion. So we're going to start an extension and wrist extension and shoulder abduction. Okay? Anytime you do PNF, you're starting distally and working your way proximally. So the first thing she's going to do is work at her fingers, and then we're going to come up the body. If we're doing D1, we're going to be walking in the park. If Jessica and I are walking in the park together, then we have to be walking side by side, so this is the hand I'm using, right? Can't walk in the park together like this. Okay, so we're walking in the park. Always try and put yourself in the diagonal. Wherever I want her arm to go, I want to be in that same diagonal. Alright, so if we're starting here, your eyes have to be on your hand. Alright, now come on, do a half sit up for me. Okay, so we're going to go finger flexion, wrist flexion, shoulder external rotation, flexion, and abduction. This hand, my other hand, I want to give cue. So if I am given a cue on this side, that's helping direct her into abduction. If my hand instead was over this way, that's not giving her any cue. So other hand is always giving a cue to the right direction. For somebody who's nice and buff and understands the pattern, helps you apply a lot more resistance. Okay, so we're going to go, again, finger flexion, wrist flexion. Beautiful. If, I'm just going to keep on talking here. If Miss Jessica is my patient for a shoulder injury, let's say rotator cuff, when she comes up and around here, I want her to keep her arms long. If she's somebody that is working with for a biceps injury, then I could have her bend her elbow and use her biceps a lot more. So it just kind of depends on what you're looking for. Do we have any questions on that so far? Okay. If I am just working one pattern, one direction, what is that called? Slow reversal or repeated contraction?
Repeated contraction.
Good. Okay. So if I'm going to go D1 extension, we're just going to swap. I'm going to take my other hand, going to put it right here, and we're going to go just the opposite. So we're starting distally. So we're going to extend the fingers, extend the wrist. Right when she's right there, with my hand, so I'm putting my hand like this around hers. Right here, I have complete control of where her arm is going, so I get to direct her. So we're going to go finger extension, wrist extension. There we go. Shoulder internal rotation, extension, abduction. This hand, I'm flipping upside down, right here, and that's, again, giving her the cue of where to go, and if I need to apply more resistance, I can. The other thing I'm doing is I'm taking a little step backwards and bending, where's those eyes? And doing a little squat, just so that I'm making sure I stay in the pattern, because otherwise I'd be looking like this, and I don't want to do this because I'm not in pattern with her. So I'm right over, come right down. Any questions on that? Alright, let's practice. D1, flexion extension.